Good evening and welcome back to NewsNight. Tonight we'll be covering the coup in Myanmar, what can you expect from the U.S. government concerning your stimulus checks, and what local woman is being connected to the Capitol attacks on January 6th. All this and more coming up on NewsNight. Welcome to NewsNight. I'm Nick Konopka. We'll start off tonight by discussing the recent events in the southeastern Asian country of Myanmar. Over the past week, the country of Myanmar has been in turmoil after a military coup was staged against the democratically elected government. Since 2011, the South Asian country has been trying to establish a democratic government, with efforts led by Nobel Peace Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi. In the country's second-ever democratic election last November, Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy party defeated the military-backed Union Solidarity and Development Party, or USDP, in a landslide. Following this defeat, the USDP and the military have gone on a mass disinformation campaign, alleging irregularities and fraud in the election results. On February 1st, this all came to heed when the military arrested Suu Kyi and several other leaders of her party as a means of maintaining power. In response to those arrests, thousands of young activists took to the streets on Saturday, demanding the release of the politicians. This led to the Myanmar government to shut down all mobile internet in the country and ban use of social media sites that protesters have used to organize. It is not yet clear whether or not the government will agree to the wishes of the protesters and let the democratically elected parliament stand. But some worry that after a decade of democracy, Myanmar will once again be plunged into an era of martial law. In national news, President Joe Biden has been signing many executive orders since being sworn in last month. Carlo Andreassi has more on one that will be affecting American goods and services.
On January 25th, President Biden signed an executive order that may please those who are fans of former President Trump, as this is something that he campaigned heavily on, especially in the race against Hillary Clinton in 2016. That being Executive Order 14005, titled, quote, "Ensuring the future is made in all of America by all of America's workers," end quote. This order aims to increase the price preference on American goods, leading to more products made in America to be bought by the federal government, rather than in countries abroad. This is an area where Democratic and Republican voters and even politicians alike can find common ground. In fact, both Presidents Obama and Trump set in place provisions to incentivize the federal government to buy goods made in the USA. And this executive order from President Biden is going to further expand that type of economic protectionism. While it doesn't go to the whole 9 yards to completely eliminate the purchase of foreign goods, it's still yet another step with bipartisan support nudging in that direction.
After hoping for bipartisan negotiations on his $1.9 trillion relief package, President Joe Biden now says that he will move forward without Republican support. This statement came on Friday after the release of the January jobs report, which showed little improvement on the current 10 million Americans who have become unemployed since the beginning of the pandemic. President Biden says that he would rather get relief to the American people now than have to wait any longer due to extended negotiations. As it stands, the relief package contains extensive funding for safe school reopening, vaccine distribution, as well as $1,400 stimulus checks. Although President Biden says he will not budge on the price of the checks, Democrats may have to lower the threshold for who gets the money based on their income. Progressive Democrats in the House and Senate have pushed back on this idea, opting to give more relief to more people due to the state of the economy. However, the slim Democratic majority in the Senate means that some corners will have to be cut for economically conservative Democrats, such as Joe Manchin of West Virginia. It is not yet clear when the bill will make it to the president's desk due to the current impeachment trial in the Senate, but Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi says that the bill will definitely be passed before unemployment assistance runs out in March. Coming up after the break, find out more about what President Joe Biden is doing for your stimulus packages. Also, reporter Claire Lindsay will give insight into a local woman who is found to be connected to the Capitol attack. Stay tuned. All right, go.
Go to our new website, uview.plainpark.edu.
Go, 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 go.
Join UView and find your herd.
Be like, join EOP. And 3, 2, join EOP.
I was just saying, grab him now, or else I can. Yeah.
Join On Point with Politics. 3, 2, 1.
Join Pioneer Sideline.
Loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Most of the student body of the Pittsburgh Public School District has been learning remotely since March of 2020. This extended break from in-person learning has raised concerns from two members of the Pittsburgh City Council. At last week's meeting, Pittsburgh City Councilman Ricky Burgess and Daniel Lavelle introduced legislation that would enact a state of educational emergency for the city of Pittsburgh. The main concern of the councilman is that the almost year-long absence from students from the classroom will lead to students falling back in critical math and reading benchmarks. The legislation also calls for action to address the achievement gap between the success of African American students versus white students in the district. To attain this goal, Burgess and Lavelle proposed that Pittsburgh Public Schools consider, among other things, extending the length of the 6-hour school day, bringing students back to a physical classroom, eliminating the waitlist for early childhood education programs, and working with organizations that will address the aforementioned achievement gap. The Pittsburgh Public School Board responded to the proposed action by acknowledging that all school districts in the state have been under an emergency declaration since last March. They do, however, say that they are open to meeting with the council members to formulate solutions to the problems while addressing the concerns of their students as well as those of their staff. It's been over a month since thousands of people rioted at the Capitol, but the FBI is staying hard at work trying to identify people connected to the incident. Claire Lindsay has more on what a local woman is being charged for because of her involvement.
Last Thursday, the FBI was seen raiding a home in Mercer County. The home belongs to Rachel Powell, a single mother of 8 who is suspected of playing a key part in the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. According to CBS News, she's been taken into police custody. Her attorney told the Associated Press that she turned herself in after learning that she was facing multiple criminal charges. These charges include violent entry and obstruction and depredation of government property. After appearing in several videos of the attack on the Capitol, Powell became a recognizable face. She is often being referred to as the Bullhorn Lady and the Pink Hat Lady due to her appearance and conduct at the attack. In late January, the FBI sought help from the public on Twitter by posting photos of Powell, hoping to identify her. Federal investigators suspect she was involved in premeditating the attack. Powell has since denied that.
The past few weeks have brought some ice, some snow, and some sunshine. What does February have in store next week for us? Alexa Shawless has your weekly weather report.
Thanks, Nick. Starting off with today, February 13th, today's high will only reach about 31 degrees with a 40 to 60% chance of precipitation, most likely snow. Luckily, this snow won't accumulate to more than an inch. Tonight, however, the temperature is going to drop down to a chilly 18 degrees with a chance of 1 to 3 inches of snow falling overnight. But let's take a look at this week. This week, we can expect to see some more low temperatures ranging from 21 degrees tomorrow to a warm 30 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday. As for snow, we may see up to 7, maybe 8 inches of snow accumulation throughout the week. The days with the highest amount of snowfall are Tuesday with 3 to 5 inches accumulating just throughout the day, and Thursday bringing us 1 to 3 inches as well. The lowest temperature for this week is going to be Sunday night, with the low reaching to 1 degree, not even taking into account the wind chill. Now, that to me, even though I live in Pennsylvania, is terrifying. Please bundle up if you have to go out in the evening. Basically, this whole week we're looking at snow, bitter cold, and more snow. Stay warm and stay safe out there. Back to you, Nick.
After the break, we've got some interesting entertainment news to say the least. To find out what rapper went under the knife to support a new look, and what in the Super Bowl got fans feeling nostalgic. We'll be right back.
What's one word to describe cab?
Welcoming.
Community.
Creative.
Experiences.
Family. Openness.
Pineapple.
The Campus Activities Board is a student-run organization that consists of 7 different committees. Each focuses on event planning, marketing, and administrative activities. Join us in organizing the juiciest events on campus, from late-night bingo to festive dances to our team bonding meetings. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Point Park Cap, or like us on Facebook at Campus Activities Board at Point Park University.
Good evening and welcome to NewsNight. I'm Josh Troop alongside Jess Paterchak.
Defending his decision to kick out 15 Cuban diplomats from the United States.
Thanks, Allison. Fitness on Demand has returned to Point Park.
Residents fear that Mount Agung will have a repeat of 1963's eruption.
2-star NFL quarterbacks made the headlines this week after wrapping up.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's your news tonight. For Nick Tomarello, I'm Alex Grubbs. Have a great night.
In entertainment news, a popular rapper, Lil Uzi Vert, recently went under the knife to get a new body modification. Claire Lindsay has more on what this is and just how much it cost him.
Rapper Lil Uzi Vert is no stranger to flashy jewelry and accessories. Uzi has several facial tattoos and piercings. However, his latest addition may be his most extravagant. Last week, Uzi debuted his new forehead diamond. Embedded between his eyebrows, Uzi now has a $24 million pink diamond. The stone was supplied by Eliante & Company, a jeweler based in New York City. The rapper says he has been paying for the natural pink diamond since 2017 when he first saw the stone and decided he had to have it front and center. Uzi said in a tweet he now has lots of M's in his face. Upon releasing photos of his new stone, fans became critics. Uzi was criticized for his financial decision and even told he looks like a certain Marvel superhero. Despite the backlash, Lil Uzi Vert says this is his favorite material item.
Many fans felt a sweet victory while watching the Super Bowl last Sunday, and no, I don't mean when their team won. Carlo Andreassi has more on what the Super Bowl commercial brought back a beloved memory for many.
If you can recall, back during the big game in 2019, there was much anticipation for the song Sweet Victory from the famous episode of SpongeBob SquarePants Band Geeks to be played during Maroon 5's halftime show. This is due to there being a SpongeBob-themed teaser of that episode prior to the game, and with 2019 being the year SpongeBob's creator Steven Hillenburg died, it was only fitting. But come halftime, an animation based off of the episode played, followed by the song Sicko Mode by Travis Scott. Not what fans were expecting, but come to many surprise, the song Sweet Victory actually did make its rounds during last Sunday's big game, albeit not during halftime, but during a Paramount Productions commercial unveiling their upcoming service, Paramount Plus. As a group of Paramount characters stood around on a mountaintop, SpongeBob and his band emerged from within the same bubble from the episode, and the song played, accompanied by a reimagined animation paying tribute to the original. While not quite the same as a halftime performance, it was nice for SpongeBob fans to finally see the song being played during the big game, being let down back in 2019.
After the break, hear an inspiring story about what one woman is doing to help protect our environment. Stick with us.
The United Student Government at Point Park University, working since the 1970s to solve the issues that matter to you. What concerns do you have about the university? Student life, safety, food service. Send us an email to studentconcerns@pointpark.edu or stop by our office on the 7th floor of the Student Center. You can also attend our weekly open meetings on Mondays at 3:15. Follow us on social media at USG_PPU for more. The United Student Government, by the students, for the students.
The Point Park Sports Network, bringing you live coverage of Pioneer Athletics on Stretch Internet, the home of the River States Conference and the NAIA. Subscribe today for complete access to the Point Park volleyball, baseball, basketball, and soccer teams. Watch live and on-demand broadcasts and don't miss a minute of Point Park athletics. Head to pointparksports.com/live for broadcast listings. The Point Park Sports Network, your streaming home for Point Park athletics.
3, 2, 1.
Please visit our website. Please, it's a nice website. Please visit our website. Please.
If you have ever watched television, whether accidentally or on purpose, YouView is for you.
Through recycling, there is now a way to make plastic bricks that are now stronger than concrete. Nzambe Nte, a 29-year-old Kenyan woman, created Shenge Makers, a startup that recycles plastic waste into durable building materials at an affordable cost. The factory produces about 1,500 bricks per day that hold twice the weight of concrete, and Shenge Makers have recycled 20 tons of plastic waste and has generated 112 job opportunities. Mate has said that, quote, "It is absurd that we still have this problem of providing a decent shelter, a basic human need. Plastic is a material that is misused and misunderstood. The potential is enormous, but its afterlife can be disastrous," end quote. Mate hopes that Mate hope to upgrade the equipment so that the current output can be tripled in the future. That's all we have for you this week. I've been Nick Konopka from everyone here at NewsNight. Thank you for tuning in. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great evening.